Lu Fang stood firm, summoning flames in both hands as his magic surged. With a fierce determination, he unleashed dragon magic. Lava burst, summoning a massive dragon of molten fire that roared to life. The ground beneath trembled as flames erupted, forming a lava pool that swallowed everything in its range. High above, the dragon let out a deafening roar, synchronizing with Lu Fang. Their bond as rider and beast resonated, amplifying their combined power. Charles descended from the sky, his body cut through the inferno like a phantom, moving with speed that defied logic. On the battlefield, Musashi charged forward with a powerful battle cry, gripping both swords tightly. His aura burned as he cut through the raging flames. Charles, hovering in the air with his dragon, looked down in frustration. He demanded stronger summons, mocking his opponent for summoning weaklings that couldn't match his dragon's power. But his rival scoffed, insisting that the creatures he summoned were the strongest of the Holy Abyss. Meanwhile, Musashi observed Charles' dragon closely, noting its exhaustion. He taunted Charles, pointing out that his beast was already struggling after only a few attacks. Despite being at a lower level, the dragon's strength was impressive, making him question how it could possess such power without reaching adulthood. On the battlefield, Lu Fang smirked as he watched the situation. He sarcastically thanked Charles for sending free points his way, further fueling the tension. But Charles' smile faded. His expression hardened as he gripped his weapon, glaring at Lu Fang. He dismissed Lu Fang as nothing more than an arrogant fool. Charles floated high, his weapon radiating divine light as he prepared his strongest attack. With a cold voice, he declared that Lu Fang would pay the price for his ignorance, unleashing a golden cross engulfed in holy energy. Summoning an overwhelming surge of power, Charles roared, "Flames of heavenly punishment." As divine fire erupted in all directions, the battlefield was consumed in a blazing inferno. A system notification explained the terrifying effect the flames would inflict: massive holy damage, followed by relentless burning that would continue to sap the opponent's strength. But as the flames settled, Lu Fang stood amidst the fire, completely unfazed. He smirked, tilting his head upward. "That's it?" His voice dripped with disappointment as he mocked Charles, stating that if this was the power of his so-called lord. Lu Fang's arms transformed into dragon claws, flames surging as he unleashed a rapid 6-hit combo. Charles clenched his fist, barely holding back his frustration. He scoffed at Lu Fang, calling him a fool for underestimating him. The tension in his body snapped as he shattered the air with a powerful punch, his aura exploding outward. A smirk formed on his lips as he raised his glowing hand, summoning a golden crescent of divine energy. His eyes glowed with confidence as he declared that Lu Fang would witness true power firsthand. Charles ascended into the sky, radiating divine energy as golden light engulfed the battlefield. He declared that this was the true power of the ancient gods, unleashing an overwhelming force that reshaped the surroundings. Energy surged, forming a divine manifestation that bathed everything in an intense, holy glow. Lu Fang watched closely. He observed Charles' growing power and questioned if he was merely accumulating energy for a final strike. Lu Fang unleashed a barrage of dark serpent arrows, sending 12 magical projectiles straight at his opponent. Each arrow carried a fraction of his power, striking with precision and overwhelming force. The target was engulfed in explosions, their body consumed by the impact. The sheer intensity of the attack rattled the battlefield. Yet, the battle was far from over. Lu Fang's dragon projection emerged beside him, exuding the power of the ancient gods, surpassing even the legendary Nine Realms demon. With a commanding voice, he activated Dragon's Encouragement, amplifying his attributes and attack power by 30%. At that moment, the dragon let out a mighty roar, its body radiating with an infernal glow. The system revealed its monstrous stats and undeniable force standing against Lu Fang. Lu Fang channeling immense power into his snake shadow arrow. With each second that passed, the energy intensified, promising a devastating attack. He commanded Xiaoyi to ready lava burst, synchronizing their assault for maximum impact. His dragon, now fully charged, roared as flames gathered around its claws. The battlefield trembled as molten energy surged, signaling the imminent release of an overwhelming force. But from above, a radiant figure descended, an angelic warrior wielding divine light. Its weapon gleamed as it prepared to counter with its own celestial attack, striking down with divine fury. As both sides unleashed their might, an explosion of fire and holy energy erupted. Lava burst tore through the ground, creating a molten pit that swallowed everything in its path. while divine energy clashed against the inferno in a battle of absolute destruction. Lu Fang's eyes burned with intensity as he finished charging his snake shadow arrow. With precise timing, he unleashed it at full power, signaling Xiaoyu to fire lava bursts simultaneously. A monstrous wave of black flames erupted from the dragon, engulfing the battlefield. The combined attack formed a lava pool, swallowing everything in its range and amplifying its destructive force to 5,000% of the black dragon's spiritual power. The golden figure, undeterred, rushed forward, radiating divine energy in an attempt to counter the infernal onslaught. But the overwhelming heat and power of the attack collided with a massive explosion, shaking the entire battlefield in a blinding flash of fire and light. Charles stood tall, his golden wings radiating divine energy. He declaring that the true power of the ancient god's projection was far beyond what had been witnessed. Above, an enormous golden beast descended, its presence commanding the battlefield. Flames surged as it clashed mid-air with Lu Fang's black dragon, creating an explosion of fire and divine light. The black dragon underwent a transformation, shifting into its destroyer form. With a deafening roar of destruction, it unleashed a devastating attack, dealing massive damage across the battlefield and weakening all enemies in range. Lu Fang, not holding back, drew his bow and prepared another strike. With precision, he activated Arrow of the Dark Serpent, preparing to fire 12 magical projectiles, each carrying a portion of his power. Lu Fang unleashed Ghost Reaper Scythe Slash, his movements blurring as he cut through the air with rapid, precise strikes. Dark energy twisted around his attacks, slashing relentlessly at his opponent. With focused determination, he continued his barrage, his weapon moving like a storm of blades. But before he could press further, a blinding flame of heavenly punishment erupted. Holy flames surged toward him, designed to burn and deal massive 5,000% holy damage, with continuous burn effects for the next 10 seconds. The battlefield was now a clash of overwhelming power, Lu Fang's relentless assault against the divine firestorm threatening to consume everything. Lu Fang barely had time to react as an overwhelming force struck him, sending him flying. He retaliated mid-air, slashing outward with a powerful cross-shaped attack, splitting through the flames in a desperate counter. Musashi and Charles stood victorious. They had successfully separated Lu Fang from his dragon, weakening him significantly. Charles smirked, knowing that without the dragon's blessing, Lu Fang was nothing more than a vulnerable target. Lu Fang hovered in the air, wings spread wide, his blade gleaming in the fading light. He smirked, questioning whether he was truly the one who had been fooled. Charles and Musashi stared in confusion. They had been certain that separating Lu Fang from his dragon would seal his defeat. Before they could react, the battlefield trembled. Giant figures emerged from the Shadow's 9 realms. Demon and other terrifying creatures surrounded them. Charles gritted his teeth, realizing too late that they had walked into a trap. Lu Fang had played along, using their overconfidence to buy time for his summons. With a calm smile, he revealed that he had seen through their strategy all along. Charles scoffed, dismissing Lu Fang's summoned creatures as nothing more than fallen corpse puppets. He stood firm, confident that such beasts were no threat to him. But Lu Fang only smiled. With a casual motion, he raised his hand, unleashing a dark portal. From the depths of the void, monstrous figures emerged, towering beasts, fanged predators, and creatures of pure destruction. Lu Fang's smirk widened. Only a few, watching as the confidence on his enemies' faces began to fade.
This is the end of the video. If you guys want to see the next part, then don't forget to subscribe and like the video.